Hello everyone, LadyPhoenix here, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy IV 3D Remake for the PC. So, in the previous video, we completed the Antlion's Den and gotten the Sand Pearl from the Antlion. And now in this video, we're going to start things off by hopping aboard our hovercraft and going back to Kaipo to restore Rosa back to health. We're going to do that. Controller. Thank you. Oh, I don't know why, but my blue Xbox controller it disconnects so much more often. And it's supposed to be the newer model of the Xbox controller. Well, Xbox One, not the new Xbox. Okay, that goes a little south. I don't understand why it does it, but it usually reconnects itself, which I don't understand why it disconnects in the first place, but no matter. For now, let's just go into the upper right hand corner and get to Rosa. Rosa, we're here, honey. Even though I'm controlling Edward there. It was Cecil the one that was speaking. And the fever is gone. How did you end up at Kaipo? They? Who's they? How did you find out? Like, did a pigeon fly over the Baron and tell you that? Or did Kane tell you? What? How did you figure that out? Speaking of Kane, do you know where he's at? Uh-oh. Oh, great. And Damsian is spelled D-A-M, not D-A-M-N. I put an N in Damsian in a few video descriptions, so I may want to go back and change that. And the only survivor there. They have single-handedly decimated his castle. And also the lone survivor there. We have single-handedly burned it to the ground. Though we did not know. But still. It's a bit rough. Yep, because Fabul is the closest kingdom. And you are not well. So much for that Sand Pearl. At least you're not 100%, I should say. Oh, great. Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, depending on how you look at it, she cannot. Which sucks, because, you know, I mean, well, I don't think fire would be a useful spell up until this point of the game, to be honest. More so ice and lightning, so I mean, it's not terrible that she didn't know fire, but she know the other base elemental spells, so it's to be expected that she learned fire eventually, maybe. Exactly. She can just cast Asuna and cure and protect and shell and blink and hold and all that wonderful, lovely stuff that white mages can cast. And it does not take much to convince people in this game what you want to do. It really doesn't. And remember what I said just now for later. But alright, we got the white mage. We got a white mage in our party. That's better than Tella. That doesn't have her MP capped at 99. It's better. Poor Edward. Love of his life is gone. His kingdom is destroyed. You know, I don't like that. I don't like this enemy because they have single-handedly ruined that song. Now, I don't like Edward as a battle character, but let me tell you, he has the best theme in this game, and I am very upset that this stupid Sahagin here had interrupted that song. So this Sahagin must die. Also, what is it with Final Fantasy and its trope of, you know, letting dead women come back, a ghost of dead women come and help the hero out? Did it in Final Fantasy 4, did it in Final Fantasy 15. I kind of want to say they did it in Final Fantasy 7, kind of, sort of, maybe, depending on if you ship that person with Cloud or not. It's really up to you. I see why people ship them. Personally, I think Aerith and Zack is a much better love story than Cloud and Aerith, but that's just my opinion. And alright, we got a level up for Edward, so that's always welcomed.
Anna!
Edward, I can be with you but for this moment. The spirit calls me onward to become a part of it again.
Don't leave me, Anna!
Edward, you must be brave. Golbez cannot be allowed to have the crystals. You gave your love to me once. Now share it with all the world.
Anna, my love. I will try. But what would you have me do?
Yeah, just play beautiful music. The theme is pretty lovely, I will say that. Okay, now before we leave Kaipo, there is an augment that we want to get. Now that we had that scene with Anna and the Sahagin, come over here with the little sparkly and get the item lore augment. I won't be using it on none of my main characters. That will go later on to a temporary character that will give me much better augments. Now, before I continue onward, we got a little bit of, what am I doing? Go to party. Okay, yes. Party formation. Rosa actually switched with Rydia because I want to have access to the white magic a little bit easier. Okay, you three are in the back row. Controller. Can we act right, please? That's the second time, gosh darn it. Alright. Let's go to Rosa. Put her with the power bow and with the holy arrows, which will come very, very handy. We need that in our lives. Very much so. Feather cap. Silver armlet, definitely. We got everything that we're gonna get out of Cecil. I could give you the... Okay, Rydia does have a silver armlet. So I guess you could take this one. That's okay. Now let's go to abilities here. We could do Pray for the auto, which, by the way, in the 2D versions, Pray only restored a portion of HP. In the 3D version, it restores HP and MP, so that's pretty good for her to have. Attack, we don't want. Attack for Rosa, in my opinion, is pretty useless because aim not only gives you a 100% chance of actually hitting enemies, because Rosa accuracy is pretty crap. I want to say it does slightly more damage, but I could be wrong. Let's actually get rid of Salve because I don't need that. What are we doing? Thank you. Bard song. I'm gonna need silent verse, and let's just do Bard song just to have. Just Bard song. No, Bard, yeah, there we go. Okay, silent verse at the ready. High. Silent verse will come very handy. We'll swap her stuff out in a little, but I think we're good. Oh, the thing about arrows in this game, it works slightly different in this version. Well, actually, for the better in this version than the 2D versions. Back in the 2D versions, you had to stack multiple amounts of arrows in order to have access to different elemental arrows. In this version, all you need is one arrow and you good to go. So you can aim as much as you want to and whatnot, and you will be a-okay. So that one holy arrow is all I need. Now I'm not going to be able to do this, complete this area in this video. We'll definitely do it in the next video. We got this impenetrable ice here. Since Rydia doesn't know fire, I guess we got to call Superman or something, because we got to get through this thing. Or maybe you could summon like your chocobo, which by the way, I need to show off. Summon your chocobo and like kick it or something. I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't rely on Rydia's summon. I only use her summons maybe two handfuls of time, and it's usually the two that I use are optional summons, and they're quite the most powerful summons in the game. So I really just use Rydia for her black magic, if I'm gonna be totally honest. And she hates fire, which is understandable. She is a kid and she's seen her whole village engulfed with flames. I mean, like I said, she can cast the chocobo summon and, have the chocobo kick it. I'm pretty sure the chocobo can peck it to death or kick it or whatever. And we can't make her do it, but we can definitely guilt trip her into doing it. Yeah, we all must. Thank you for the 1 cent, Edward. Edward 1.0, I should say. I'm calling him 1.0 for reasons for much later in the game. You'll see why. But that's Edward 1.0 for now. Come on, Rydia, you can do it, girl. And with that same smile on her face, 3D smile on her face, she casts fire. And we get through the ice, and we can proceed. As she finally learned fire. Oh, she's happy. That's good. She's very brave for a kid. Let me tell you, man, kids and the kids that you get in your party and Final Fantasy in general has always been awesome. Actually, let's be Rosa. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention that every character has like a thought bubble, which is something new in the 3D version. I won't cycle through them, but it's a good way to see what the characters are thinking in certain situations. Yes, you are. But I'm not gonna do it. But it's there for you if you want to see what they're talking about. Okay, since I'm not gonna use summon, I'm gonna be honest, I don't use summon like that. What does she have? Just chocobo? Huh? So no Titan, huh? Okay. Alright then. I'm actually gonna use... Okay, there we go. What else do I need to do? Oh, now that I actually have the freaking fire spell, let's actually put it up there. There we go. Oh, and I do have Edward on the side. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Okay, we're good to go. Because the enemies here are undead, so we can use curative magic. As well as, fire spells. I had to think of my train of thought there. Oh, I got them all. Awesome. So take aim. So all they're going to be able to do is just physically attack me. And with the aim ability, Rosa could easily just one-shot these fools. Like I said, attack, Rosa has a chance of missing because her accuracy is atrocious. She has the least accuracy out of all the characters. Like, I really think she does. Yeah, it says 77, 90, 100. Yeah, it is even worse than Rydia's. That's terrible. But if you use the aim command, it always guarantees an attack, and I need to feel that. Okay. It always guarantees the attack, which is why I prefer aim over regular attack. Oh, that did not perform like I thought it was gonna do. Alright. There is another enemy that I would love to show off. I'm pretty sure I'll run into it. It's a spirit of some sort, kind of like a spirit skeleton thing, whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure we'll run into it. Ah, there we go. This is the main reason why I wanted Edward to have silent first, because they like to put your characters to sleep and whatnot. And they're a pain in the butt. Now, unfortunately, Rydia can't use her fire spell because they absorb it. But with the holy arrows equipped on the Rosa, she can easily just one-shot them. No issues whatsoever. But if you use silent verse on them and they actually hit, or land I should say, they are essentially just sitting ducks until it eventually wears off. Alright, nothing to it. Although Rosa did take quite a bit of damage. Ooh, he learned pig. Awesome. I mean, I'm gonna heal her though. Or heal the party, really. She needs it the most. So that's okay. But before, the right path is where we want to go, but this path here will lead us to apparently the Vista area. It also leads us to a save point and also some treasure. Oh, and this is the enemies that I was hoping to get. I think these guys are weak to ice. It would make sense that they are weak to ice, as a matter of fact. But I'm not entirely sure. We're about to find out with this here ice rod. Haha! I don't know if they can cast a fire spell on you. I'm not trying to find out, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. But we're gonna do it anyway. Or we could just miss. That's always a thing to do. Missing is always fun. Absolutely. Ow! That wasn't quite nice. Alright, Edward, surely your harp. Never mind. I was about to say, surely your harp can take out this bomb as Cecil can. Oh. Well. One blizzard from Rydia kind of got rid of all six of them. Did not expect that, but okay. Oh. Oh yeah, the gargoyles. Yeah, I remember these guys. Yeah. Screw 'em. I don't know if they're weak to anything, but oh well, they're weak to holy apparently. But I'm actually, oh wow, I've never seen Edward do a crit at all. Edward 1.0, you have been upgraded to 1.5. I'm so proud of you. But once after I get these treasure, I'm gonna actually head back to the save point and actually end the video, because I am pretty up there in time, even though that I know we didn't do too much in this video. We had quite a bit of dialogue stuff to get through, so that kind of ate away at our time. But in the next video, we will continue onward with Mount Hobbs and actually complete it and make it to Fabul and warn them about the airstrike that's about to happen to them, and go from there. So if you'd like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, please be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.